whenever the heck you're watching this. It is Brandon Foster, next level mindset expert, confidence coach of the top 1%. Today, we have another Born to Slay testimonial for you, and we have incredible Shelley with me here, who is also from Texas like me. So Shelley, first of all, thank you for being here.
My pleasure. Couldn't be anywhere else.
Well, I appreciate it. And why don't we start this testimonial? Just tell everybody where you're from and what your business is, where your badassery lies.
I am from South Texas, the Texas coast, and I own a travel agency. I'm sure we'll talk about it in part of my success from your program, but currently I do have a travel agency, Adventureland Travel Planner, and I've been in business for about 2.5 years.
Fantastic. So tell everybody, where was your business and your mindset before you started Born to Slay?
Well, I thought I had a great mindset until I went through this and you broke it down for me and definitely changed all aspects of life. But have had a travel agency since 2021. I thought we were really great and really set and doing good, and we were. And then got into your program, and although I've kind of been out for a couple of months, really have got back into it again too, and focused a lot and doing a major overhaul shift in our whole business and in that and through my mindset and everything. And wow, is it making some major changes right now? So I think it's going to really explode here in another month or so too, with that and encouraging my team to in their mindset practice.
So I love that you said, I thought my mindset was really good. So that brings me to two specific questions. If you thought your mindset was really good, why did you decide to take it? That's the first question.
Well, there is always room to improve, so to speak. And I knew there were some things holding me back, probably from the childhood or whatnot, that I needed to break through some of those negative thoughts about how things, especially women or whatnot, were supposed to do business and stuff. And you definitely helped break those walls down, figure out what those things were and how to overcome that.
Okay. So for people who are watching, what does that mean? Break down walls about women in business. What does that mean?
Well, what held you back in the past? Did you have a father, a teacher, a man, or somebody that kind of said, well, a woman can't do that? And I did have a father that said that to my mom. Listen to her. I saw her break those walls down, and she taught me a lot. And through working with you, found I had a little bit of that holding me back too, and have learned to forgive, release, let go, and know that I am better than that. So, yeah.
I love it. So then the second question I have is, you said it really surprised you when you got inside. So describe what surprised you. What surprised you when you actually are going through Born to Slay?
Well, you realize, or at least I felt that I had overcome some of those negatives, like I said, but then working with you, realized that there was still some of that holding me back a little bit. So, still being able to work through release and grow from that. So, yeah.
Fantastic. Now, you know that this is the only way that people can work with me one-on-one. And you know that I love my one-on-one sessions. So tell everyone, because, people have probably listened to my podcast, or they've been in the free Facebook group, or maybe they even know me from another high ticket coaching program. So, and they've never worked with me one-on-one before. What is it like to have access to me one-on-one?
Oh, golly. besides the tears you make me have. Love you, Brandon. I love you. You're the best. Um, Having that, it just, you make you think of things, or you bring up things, ask questions through your guidance, that, help us dig deeper, find those things that are holding us back, that we never was like, that is what's, it makes you realize things that, that little thing is what made, me change my ways or whatnot and stuff in the way I think. And then you break that down, open those, make us realize, those little things that you might not have thought was a big deal, but it really is, in the way you set and the way you run your life and how everything comes. I mean, you definitely helped me learn to speak my truth, so to speak, a little bit more, not just in business and feel confident about myself, but even, and I know others have said this too, but in my family life, my home life, my relationship with my husband, it just brings so many little things that come about through working with you that you didn't realize.
I love that. So one of the secret sauces inside this container is I do not shy away from co-creation, you and God doing the thing together. That's a huge piece that I'm obsessed with, that not a lot of people teach or talk about when it comes to mindset. And in fact, I even told you before this call, my ego wants to be like, look at how amazing my program is. But we both know that really it's between you and God, and I can't take any credit for this. So tell me what that's been like, having that co-creation piece as you build and grow your business and take your faith next level. Like, what does that do?
Well, I kind of said it earlier too, when you asked where I was and where I'm from, where my agency is. And there has been a little something holding me back in my agency with my name. And through some of the stuff we've talked about, it was one of those things. I sat down for probably a week straight, and there's an affirmation I say about being a creative flow, or a flow of creative energy or whatnot, and really trying to decide if I needed to change my name of my business, and sat down every night. It's like, God, said my affirmations, whatnot. And all of a sudden it popped in my head one day, or one evening as I'm laying in bed trying to go to sleep. It was like, that's the name of my agency. And it just brought a full new feeling of like, oh my gosh, this is it. This is my name. That is a God, I say that's that God creation into your, he guided me to that right name, and being open to listen to what he was saying is a big thing there too. So, yeah. So, you got to listen. You got to be willing to listen. Yeah.
So what are your biggest wins since going through the program?
Oh, golly. I know finding that confidence in myself, that I can do it, that I can lead my team. I can like I said, too, relationship wise, and with my husband, I speak my truth now. I don't hold anything back. I'm confident. I know that with mindset, of course, that creation from God, universe, that it's always going to lead me in the right direction. There might be a hiccup or something, but that's okay, because it's teaching me something new, or changing my shift in the way I'm looking at what I'm doing or working on and stuff. So it's peace. Is that kind of cheesy to say?
That is not cheesy at all. Do you know how many business owners are filled with overwhelm and frustration all the long day? Like, even if they have amazing sales, they have zero peace. They have zero calmness. And I actually tell people, you move way faster, Shelley, when you have peace and calmness than when you're frustration. You know, it's kind of like when you think you're running behind and you have to catch up, that's when you run more behind. I think that's a very powerful thing. Now, there's going to be people who are going to say, great, Shelley, that sounds amazing. Tell me the practical wins. Like, what literally has changed inside of your business because of this? How are your sales? How are your leads? How is your structure? What has changed since then?
Yes, leads are definitely coming in more. I'm sending out leads to more ICs. My ICs are feeling stronger. I'm feeling stronger with my ICs. Financially, we are hitting our financial goals, so to speak, this year. So that's really great. Like I said, life, family has changed. That's improved there through that. I love kind of sending that to my daughter, some of words to my daughter too, and seeing her beliefs even change there too. And I hope that through this too, that win of me modeling different for her too has been a big win there too. But no, and just confidence to know, like I said, with that name change and everything, that the agency is, I'm more confident in what I'm doing and I'm producing, and my agents are loving what I'm doing now too in our business and our changes. So those are, my wins.
Those are huge and those are fantastic. And by the way, name changes are not fun. Like I've done it, and I remember me doing it myself, and it was when I was setting up my travel agency with Disney, and I had like already paid like $2,000 for a logo, and I invested all this money already, and like I'd already started doing all the legal stuff.
Yep.
And it was like, but it was like the best thing ever in the end. I always say that it always is working out in your highest good and favor, even if it doesn't look like it or feel like it. If you need the Bible verse, it's all things work together for those who love God, who love Jesus, who are called according to his purpose. Yeah. Like, but it's crazy because when you're going through it, you're like, WTF, really? Like, we have to do this. And then as you see the pieces fall in, you're like, oh my God, like, this is so good. I'm so glad we did this. Okay. I'm so glad it's over, And I think there's this thing of like, when you're going through these big changes in your life and your business, it feels so uncomfortable. And at times it can feel like it's going the wrong direction, but often it's pushing you in the right direction. And it's when you just kind of have to like let go of the raft and stop paddling upstream and just let God take you where he wants to take you in your business anyway.
You said it better than definitely exactly. You said it better than I could. And that's really that through this to learn to just release and give it to God. It's like it's in your hands, and it's
I also love that you're revisiting it because like I'm not about like I'm going to be honest too. Like I have a back-end offer, right? Like to help people with their team's mindset and stuff like that. But one thing I don't like is I don't like it when people say, okay, so here's the mindset pieces. Now you have to do this one, buy this one, and I have to buy this one and this one and this one. I really wanted, when I created Born to Slay, I really desired to create something that would help people on every single level of their business. And God did that in a really amazing way, because every single person that's gone through Born to Slay, every testimonial is like, and now I'm going through it again. Because it's true. Like it doesn't change. Like even my other digital courses, because I just relaunched Confident AF recently, and I was thinking about the differences, and like different digital courses that I've created go like really deep into a subject. But as far as like overall breadth and like the systematic process for any single level, I'm so grateful for the way this one turned out. So last question, because can we be honest? It is scary investing in yourself. Like I've thought so much about this, Shelley, because and I've been open about this, that my latest investment of myself was a $36,000 mastermind. And it was like, I had to feel all the same feelings I felt when I first invested like $700 in myself. Like I remember the first time I invested $700 in myself, and I went through all the same feelings on like a deeper level for this last investment. And I always tell people that if you don't feel safe to invest, it's usually because you don't trust yourself, or you don't trust that it's going to work for you. So, and then I sent an email yesterday or a couple of days ago that was like, actually I took this from Mina Francis, but it was something to the effect of, you're not that special. Like if you think it's not going to work for you, like it's like you're a human being. It's like when people pretend like like CEOs and people who like we respect or admire, or like celebrities who we think are like better people than us, it's like they still have to pee. Like they're still human beings. Like they still have to take potty breaks, you know? Like, and when you put it in that frame, I'm just curious for people, someone who's on the fence, who's just like scared. They're like, their hearts are calling them. They're like, I really want to do this, but they're scared to invest, or they're scared that they're going to get as much out of it. Like, what would you say to someone?
Invest, don't wait. No. um, know that investing in yourself only has triple the return, so to speak, in your life. Whether it is growing your business financially and your mental growth, your family growth, it pays for itself, in the growth that you have and the success that it then brings to your business and your family and everything. So, I don't have the I'm not good at my words, but know that it's worth it to invest in yourself.
Why did you say don't wait?
Don't wait. Change your mindset now. Like I am not just kidding. Don't, because I guess to listen to your heart, make sure know that you're ready to make that change, but it it's worth it.
I just love that if I said don't wait, because honestly, like I almost waited to do my big mastermind that I'm in right now, but I wouldn't have seen the growth.
The growth, exactly.
And because I learned so much through that. So, and I feel like we often wait because I think sometimes we're actually scared of our success. Like I think we're actually scared of the change, which is why we wait. And then once we go through it, we're like, oh my God, I'm so glad I did it.
Exactly. And yeah, exactly.
So is there anything else that you want to tell the people?
No, what I think I said it earlier. You always have Brandon on your shoulder and God on your shoulder. And when you think of, that guidance, and you hear you and you're like, no, boo, just do it. In anything, it's like, don't be scared. And that's what I always kind of take from you. And that's like, no, change is good. Go for it. So yeah, no, yeah. It's been great.
So the scare thing really is heightened for me right now, because I don't know if I've talked about this a whole lot on social media yet. Maybe people will find out when they watch this. But I promised my uncle I would take him to Six Flags Magic Mountain and we would do roller coasters. And I am such a Disney Universal person with the theming, but those roller coasters are not traditionally as intense as like a true Six Flags roller coaster type theme park. And I actually asked God, I said, God, please prepare my heart today and let me ride the scariest one first. Deliver. Okay. So you guys can look it up on YouTube, X2, Six Flags Magic Mountain. I rode that, and I like, after I got off, my uncle goes, even that one scared me. And I was like, God, in my heart, I didn't tell my uncle this, but I was like, God, I hope this was you answering my prayer, because honestly, like, I don't know. I don't know if I can handle something more than this. So I love that. Yeah, you just have to ride the roller coaster and overcome the fear, and then it goes away. It's not as big a deal.
Yeah, exactly.
It's huge. Well, thank you so much for your time today, Boo. I love you to pieces. I'm excited to see where your travel business goes next, because so much of the work that you've done, you will not really see the results until a year or two down the road.
Yeah. It's coming. I'm excited.
It's amazing. It's fantastic. Yeah. All right. I love you, Boo. Thank you so much.
Thank you.